I was addicted to porn for 6 years. I was doing it every day, felt like a loser, felt like a weirdo, tried quitting 100 times because I got onto NoFap like everyone told me to, and I couldn't get past day 3, right? I felt like I couldn't go to bed without watching porn, so I had to do it before bed. How am I supposed to sleep otherwise, right? So all these reasons why I could not quit. In this video, I'm going to teach you how I quit and the main reasons why I quit. Okay, so number 1, why I quit. Watching porn, yeah, turns you into a cook. If you don't know what a cook is, I'll tell you. It's disgusting. A cook is pretty much when a man enjoys watching his partner or his wife be with another man, right? You see them hotel chairs in the corner of the room facing the bed. The cook would enjoy sitting there with his wife and another man. It sounds disgusting. No, you can look it up if you don't believe me. C-U-C-K, it's a cook, right? And you're probably thinking, what? I'm not a cook. That's disgusting. It is disgusting. But the more you watch porn, the more likely you are to be a cook. Again, you'll be like, no, it doesn't. What is porn, right? It's the girl you want with another random dude, and you're watching, enjoying yourself. You're in the corner. You don't deserve to be in the action with the girl. You're just watching. That's essentially what it is. Now, you may never thought about that, but each time you watch it, you're literally putting yourself in the cook chair, watching the woman you want be with some random dude who, you know, he deserves her, right? So it sounds cringe, but he's the alpha and you're the beta just watching. That's what it was like in the tribe days. The alpha got all the women and the betas just watched like cooks, all right? So each time you watch porn, you're conditioning your mind to be the beta. You don't deserve to be there. So your brain will start to thinking, well, maybe we can start enjoying being a cook because we're never getting in the action. We might as well enjoy it. So each time you watch porn, just imagine you're getting 1% closer or like 0.5% closer to being a cook, till eventually you'll wake up one day and fantasize about your woman being with other men, right? I don't like talking about this because it's horrible, but it's the truth. That was one of the main reasons why I needed to quit. Because that is all porn is. You're just cooking yourself. Now, you know, the companies won't tell you this, but they want everyone to be weak, so they tell you to watch porn because they know it's going to make you into a cook who's just a loser, who hates himself. And that brings me to point number 2. Watching porn literally makes you have zero self-respect. You never respect or love the version of you who watches porn, right? The version of you who watches porn all day, plays video games, does nothing productive. You can't say you love that version of yourself. People always say, oh, you should always love yourself. Well, you shouldn't, right? If you go and shoot up a lot of people, should you love yourself? No. You got to earn that love and respect from yourself. Same way you got to earn it from other people. You can't expect love and respect from anyone unless you give it to yourself and earn it for yourself. So if you're watching porn all day, you don't love yourself. Because you're effectively saying, well, I can't get girls, I'm a loser, I might as well just watch this because I'm alone, right? And it just makes you into a self-loathing weirdo, right? So that was another reason I needed to quit. You just hate, you don't love yourself. And what is the point of life if you don't even love and respect yourself? Because you're always going to be with yourself, obviously. So it's always the productive, disciplined days, going to the gym, working on your business. Those are the days you love and respect yourself. Even though they're hard, right? As you're doing it, it might be a bit boring. But when you look back a day later, a week later, a year later, you respect and you love that version of yourself who got you from one point to the other point, right? Point A to point B, putting in the hard work. When he could have been watching porn, he put in the hard work. And that's the version of you that you self-respect and you self-love, right? Not the version of you that's gooning all day like a loser, right? Stop doing that. Improve yourself so much that girls want to be with you so you don't need to watch porn. Then you'll love and respect yourself. Then you won't be a cook. Then you can literally imagine all the other losers of the world can watch you whilst you're with the woman they want. So they can be the cooks. You can be the alpha. Cringe at it as it is. Why not? You can be that person. Or you can be the beta cook who sits in the corner like a loser. That's up to you. Now, those are the 2 reasons I wanted to quit and needed to quit, right? It gave me urgency. I was like, I can't watch you again. When I realised these things, I was still addicted, so I still watched it after that. But it was always in the back of my mind, I need to stop doing this, right? Here's how I actually quit. Here's the best 2 tips I can give you. Step 1, less fap. Less fap is my system, which I came up with, where essentially you're just watching porn less this week than you did last week. That's it. I'll tell you why that's, you know, so crazy for people to believe. So if you watched porn 20 times last week, I don't care, 3 times a day, you watched it 20 times last week. This week, watch it 17 times or 18 or even 19 because they're all less than 20. Then next week, watch it 15 times. then 12, you get the point. Then within a few months, you've gone from doing it 3 times a day to once a week within a few months. Now, bearing in mind, you've had this addiction for what, 5, 10, 15, 20 years? So to get it gone within a few months is great. Okay, so don't expect, oh, you know, where's the quick 2-week fix? Can't I just get onto NoFap? The reason my system is so well, and I'm explaining it, and you're like, well, obviously this works. The common advice online is to get onto NoFap, which is where you quit porn cold turkey. Well, that's retarded, right? Because I tried that for years. That's how I failed 100 times to quit porn before I actually did it, because I was on NoFap. I was addicted to porn, doing it every single day, possibly like you. Got onto NoFap because that's what everyone tells you to do. Got 1, 2, 3 days in if I was lucky, then I relapsed. Why? Every single time, by the way. Why? Because I was still addicted. How am I expecting to quit cold turkey? It's stupid. They tell you, oh, just get onto NoFap and, you know, don't watch porn for 90 days. Well, I've tried that, you knobhead, right? What kind of advice is that? It's like telling a fat person, just stop eating completely. He'd have done that already if that worked, but you can't do that. He's addicted to food. You are addicted to porn. How are you just going to quit cold turkey? You're simply not ready to go into zero. You're doing it 20 times a week to just instantly go into zero. No, you'll get 1 or 2 days in because the motivation will be there. Day 3 rolls around. The urges will catch up. Your brain will realise, oh, this guy's not getting any porn, is he? Flood his brain full of urges until he relapses. He'll relapse once, feel shit about himself, so relapse again, because why not? He's done it twice now. He's already failed. He's on day 0 of NoFap. You might as well go again. Day's ruined. I'll start again tomorrow. Let's do it 6 times today. That's what happens every single time. With the fat person, he starves himself. I'll starve myself for a month, which is possible, but you know, I'll do it. Even though I'm obese and addicted to food, I'll starve myself for a month, right? He gets 2 days in if he's lucky. He gets too hungry, eats a slice of cake, feels guilty about it, so he eats the whole cake. Diet's out of the bin now, you know, out of the way, whatever. Eat the pizza, eat everything inside, gain all the fat back, and be obese forever. That's what happens every single time you try and rush things. So less fap, the reason I was explaining it like that is because people don't seem to take that advice. Just watch it less and less each week. So you can still watch porn. You're getting progress each week towards quitting porn, which feels great because on NoFap, you don't make any progress towards quitting. You make 1 step forward, 2 steps back every single time. So it's frustrating. 1 week of less fap and you'll make more progress than years of NoFap. And finally, each week you get benefits, right? Because the less you watch porn, more benefits you get, right? You'll be more confident, less anxious, more self-loving. You'll be getting that cook mentality. Imagine it's another person inside your head, some weirdo, right? He's the cook. Each week you're on less fap, the less you watch porn, 5-10% less, that guy's getting pushed out your head. Till eventually, the thought of it truly sickens you. You don't have any interest in porn. You find it gay and weird, which it is, and you just stop watching it. That's the power of less fap. You get benefits each week, making progress each week, and you're still watching porn at the same time, just less and less. That's how you quit. Now, finally, I'll give you one extra tip, because why not? This is how to practically, avoid your urges, right? How to actually just get rid of your urges. The most powerful way when you get an urge, whether it's, in the morning, in the afternoon, whenever. Action solves urges, I like to say, all right? I've tried all the methods of resisting my urges to watch porn. Let's imagine as soon as I wake up, I get an urge to watch it. I've tried meditating on it, okay? I've tried breathing and circulating the sexual energy through my body so it touches every cell of my body. I've tried all that shit, but guess what? I'm not a monk, all right? I was 17, 18, 19. I don't know how to circulate the sexual energy through my body so it doesn't get lodged in one place. I don't know how to, you probably don't even know what that is. I did it. I still don't, right? So none of that worked. But what did happen was I tried to just stay there, meditate, use my discipline, right? David Goggins style. So I'd stay in bed, okay? After 10 minutes, my my willpower has gone from there to there. Another 10 minutes, the willpower has gone from there to there. And then half an hour later, I've got no willpower left, so I relapse. What happens after I relapse? Bearing in mind this is still the morning time, my willpower stays there. It's right. It doesn't go back up once I've relapsed, does it? It stays there. So throughout the rest of the day, the chance of me scrolling, playing video games, junk food, watching porn again 3 times is so high because look at my willpower. Because I drained it for no reason, because I failed, I relapsed at the end of it. The most powerful thing to do is action. Get out from your bed, wherever you're used to watching porn, and move. Right? It's stupid that I was doing this. I wasn't doing this. But that's how you cure it, right? How retarded is it that we're staying in the same environment we're used to watching porn in? It's stupid. Or discipline. Your discipline runs out, by the way. Your willpower runs out. Gets down to here, then you'll relapse, then it stays there for the rest of the day until you wake up the next morning, then it gets topped up. Then you'll be like, oh, David Goggins' discipline, and you'll drain it again. That's why you can't overcome your urges, because you're not moving out of the environment you're used to watching porn in. So you're effectively telling your brain, well, he's not moving from the bed. We're used to watching porn in the bed at this time. All right, make him more horny because, you know, this is where we watch porn, right? If you get up and go for a walk, right? You go downstairs and put your shoes on and go for the walk. Before you've even put your shoes on, you've already told your brain, we're not watching porn, because you're moving away from the bed. You're moving away from that environment and you're going for a walk. And your brain will instantly be like, oh, he's not watching porn right now. All right, he might watch it later. Cool, he's not watching it now. Get rid of his horniness. Give him some testosterone. Give him some energy, whatever. He's not watching it now. Before you've even gone outside, you just put your shoes on and the urge is 90% gone. That's the power of action, okay? You want to lose some weight? You can either think about the perfect diet or you can go to the gym. Action, you'll lose weight. You can either think about making money or you can start the business. Action, making money. You can either, you know, try and overcome the urge by meditating like a little weirdo, or you can get up, move, action, and get rid of the urge. That's the most powerful way to overcome the urges. I've made videos on how to overcome urges at night time because you can't really go for a walk at midnight. So check that out on my channel. It was uploaded a few days ago, so you'll easily be able to find it. I hope this helped. Subscribe and like so more people see it. Just follow the advice. Don't be a cook. Start having self-love and self-respect. Get onto less fap. Action solves urges. This is the most effective advice channel for quitting porn on the internet. I've not seen any more. I know I don't have the most subs, but I will one day. Everyone else's advice is shit, right? If they have quit using their advice, it's because they've got old, they have no interest in it. I quit at 19, when my interest in it was still sky high, using these tips. So stop feeling like a loser, take my advice, goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but the link under this video is my paid porn quitting course. When you feel like you trust me enough, and if you feel like my free advice has helped you change your life in any way, check that out right now.